2007, Kate and Jerry McCann went on holiday to Portugal with their 3 young children and a group of their friends. At 10:14 p.m. on Thursday, May 3rd, 3-year-old Madeleine McCann was reported missing. Portuguese police received a call claiming that the 3-year-old British girl had been abducted. Earlier that night at around 7 p.m., the McCanns put their children to bed. They say that all 3 were asleep at around 8:30 p.m. They then left the apartment and met up with 7 of their friends for dinner at a tapas bar, 50 yards across the pool from their apartment. The McCanns say that checks were made on the kids every half an hour to make sure they were safe. At around 9:05 p.m., Jerry McCann made his way to the ground floor apartment in Praia da Luz. He says all of the children were still asleep and Madeleine was in her bed. At 9:30 p.m., one of the McCanns' friends, Dr. Matthew Oldfield, checked on the children. He claims that the McCanns' bedroom door was wide open, but as he heard no noise, he left without looking far enough into the room to see whether Madeleine was in bed. At 10 p.m., Kate McCann checked the apartment. She says that she noticed the children's door was open wider than she remembered it being. When she entered the room, she claims that the window shutter and curtains were wide open and that Madeleine was no longer in her bed. Kate quickly returned to the tapas bar where she began screaming that someone had taken her daughter. At 10:30 p.m., the resort activated its missing child search protocol, where 60 staff and guests, and later police, searched the resort through the night. In the first 24 hours of the investigation, many mistakes were made by police. One being the crime scene that was not fully secured, meaning around 20 people entered the apartment before it was closed off, contaminating any potential evidence. The McCanns quickly became suspects by Portuguese police, as they didn't buy their story and couldn't believe that they left their children unattended. They theorized that there had been a tragic accident, and the parents had hid Madeleine's body and staged the abduction scene. Although they were suspects, Kate and Jerry were allowed to leave Portugal and returned to the UK in September of 2007. After a year-long investigation, in July 2008, Portugal's Attorney General closed the case and the McCanns were no longer being treated as suspects. In 2013, a BBC show called Crime Watch showed a full reconstruction of the night in question, and released e-fit pictures of a man that was spotted by Mary and Martin Smith from Ireland, after they told police they saw the mysterious male carrying a child matching Madeleine's description at around 10 p.m., 500 yards from the McCanns' apartment. They said that he was walking towards the beach, did not look like a tourist, and did not seem comfortable carrying the child. The show also released e-fits of a group of people that were spotted near the McCanns' apartment on and around the day of the disappearance. Scotland Yard have theorized that Madeleine may have disturbed a burglary. Unfortunately, there haven't been many other leads, but nearly 9 years later, the McCanns still remain hopeful that Madeleine is alive and will be found. The case still remains open.